everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mer Cy and today we're going to talk on how to treat a powdery mildew on our succulent. So if you want to know, kindly watch this video today, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell for you to be able to be updated on our next video. So come on, let's start now. How to get rid of powdery mildew? Powdery mildew is a common fungus that affects a wide variety of plants. It is easily identified and appears as light gray or white powdery spots, usually found on infected leaves, but can also found underneath or on the stems, flowers, fruits, or vegetables. The spot spreads and will eventually cover most of the leaves of the plant, with new plant growth being most susceptible. Powdery mildew thrives in warm, dry climates. However, it also needs fairly high humidity, like the warm days and cool nights in late spring to early summer. Not enough sunlight and poor air circulation also contribute to conditions that encourage powdery mildew. Although rarely fatal, if left unchecked, it can eventually cause serious harm to your plants by robbing it of water and nutrients. Most infectious cause of minor damage, such as leaves turning yellow or becoming withered or distorted, but plants can also become weak, bloom less, and grow slower. Powdery mildew prevention. Here are some things you do to control powdery mildew before it occurs. First, thin out existing susceptible plants to improve airflow within the plants. Maintain adequate spacing between plants and keep them from enough away from walls and fences to ensure good air circulation and help reduce related humidity. Locate plants in proper sunlight according to their needs. Maintain healthy plants by removing dead or diseased foliage. Then disinfect pruners and shears after use on infected plant. Next, because new growth tends to be more susceptible, be careful not to over-fertilize and cause a rush of new foliage. Treat regularly with an organic fungicide that contains sulfur as the active ingredient. This can be used as preventive measure as well as treatment for existing powdery mildew. When shopping for plants or succulents, choose varieties with increased resistance to powdery mildew. Powdery mildew treatment. Although most products in the market are targeted more towards the prevention of powdery mildew, there are many home remedies to treat existing infection. Spray mixtures will only kill what they came in contact with, so be sure to coat all affected areas thoroughly. May it takes multiple application for treatment. Apply once a week for 3 to 4 weeks, then wait to see the results, and reapply as needed. First is baking soda solution. What you do is mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of liquid soap in a 1 gallon of water. Spray liberally, getting top and bottom left surface and any affected areas. This method may work better as preventive measure, although it does have some effect on existing powdery mildew as well. Potassium bicarbonate. Mix 1 tablespoon of potassium bicarbonate and 1 teaspoon liquid soap, but take note, not a detergent soap, in 1 gallon of water. Spray liberally to all affected areas. This mixture may work better than baking soda as a treatment for existing infection or powdery mildew. Next is milk. Mix 1 part of milk to 2 to 3 parts of water and spray to the affected plant. While the science behind this solution is isn't fully understood, it seems to work rather well. It is believed that naturally occurring compounds of milk not only combat the disease but also boost the plant immune system. Next is neem oil. By itself, neem oil has mixed reviews on its effectiveness to treat powdery mildew, but it can be added to the above mixtures for an extra boost. Next is powdery mildew fungicide. Use a sulfur-containing organic fungicide as both preventive and treatment for existing powdery mildew infection to your succulent. Then, trim or prune. Remove the affected leaves, stem, buds, fruits, or vegetables from the plant and discard. Some perennials can be cut down to a ground of a new growth will emerge. Do not compost any damaged or diseased foliage as the spores can spread and persist in the composted material. Disinfect the pruners and all tools as well after using on infected plant. So, how does powdery mildew spread? Well, mildew spores are spread by wind in warm, dry weather, but don't spread well when conditions are rainy and cool. Powdery mildew strains are specialized to certain groups of plants, generally don't spread to other plant families. Spores can survive over winter in leaves piles and on plants, so it's important to discard and not compost any plant debris dropped from infected plants to prevent spreading or allow it to resurface the following spring season. So what are the susceptible plants for powdery mildew? Essentially, there aren't any plants that are completely immune to some form of powdery mildew, including our vegetables, roses, trees, shrubs, and also our beloved succulents. If you have recurring problem with powdery mildew, look for varieties that are noted to have improved disease resistance. They should be noted on the plant tag in the plant store. Most succulent won't get powdery mildew, but it is a possibility for some varieties. Powdery mildew will show up as a white coating on the leaves that gets splotchy and appears in patches. Usually, powdery mildew occurs in the soil, stays wet for long, or if water stays in the succulent leaves for a long period of time. That's why it is recommended not to water or not to wet your succulents plant or your succulent leaves. If you don't notice signs of powdery mildew, it's best to isolate your succulent immediately to prevent it from spreading. You can treat the powdery mildew with isopropyl alcohol or safer salt. This works for my succulent plants, so this is the only thing I'm using, and this is quite effective for me. So that's it for now, mga besh. I hope you learned something about our topic today. And if you find this helpful, kindly share this with your friends. And also, if you have something to say, please drop your comments down below. And if you're not subscribing yet, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also hit that notification bell for you to be able to be updated on our next video. So bye-bye for now. I hope to see you next time.